Oh man. Oh man. Still feeling that intro, bro? Still feeling
It's
it?
good. It's good. It's good. It's good. You're sitting back here, just I can't headbang anymore because I'm getting old and my headphones fall off and my glasses fall off. And then I get dizzy, and then my girlfriend has to come save me because I'm. But yeah.
What's going on, Lunga in the house?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me,
Daddy. Lunga, that's right. Back on the channel, back in the dojo, hanging out with the old samurai. That's right. Who's here from the Movie Dojo Army? We got Nina Lusick in the house. Let's start the fucking ruckus. Michael Gonzalez, Kevin Lambert. Got 9 people here so far. Slowly but surely, Movie Dojo Army ninjas will be stealthily creeping in while we're talking about KRULL 1983. So before we get into plot synopsis, don't forget, this is a Is It Really That Bad episode chat, so there will be spoilers. And we will decide by the end of the video, is it really that bad? Is it really as low as the critic scores that Rotten Tomatoes has given the movie? That's what we're going to decide.
And it's low.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But that's why these are fun to do, because you never know. We may come across many more in the future that deserve the low rating. We'll be like, fuck this movie, right? And I've done a few of those already. Ballistic, X versus Sever. Oh my God. I fucking hated that movie. Yeah. So there's some bad ones out there that deserve the hate. We got who else we got here? What's with my sound, Phat Samurai Guy? Do I sound okay, Lunga? Chat?
Sounds fine to me. Good? Sounds fine to me in this end.
It sounds like there's a fan on or something.
Oh, you know what? That could be my 3D printer, maybe.
Oh, okay.
But I am hearing a bit of an echo though.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's coming on from your end.
That's weird. I don't hear an echo. John says we're muffled. Chat, how do we sound now? Because sometimes StreamYard is glitchy.
Yeah, it's weird with the audio StreamYard. That's why I don't like using StreamYard anymore, really.
Royale says Liam Neeson's best, one of his best. All right. Kevin says no, it is not as low as what the Rotten Tomato critics are giving it. It's a classic. He says a classic. Jake Hall in the house. Brandon Lewis. All right. Movie Dojo Army showing up. We got 14 people here now. All right.
I just listened to it. It does sound a little bit muffled. My 3D printer sound, you might hear in the StreamYard, but it's not coming through on the stream.
Oh, okay. All right.
StreamYard picks up all these little sounds that don't actually go through.
Okay.
but you it sounds a little bit muffled. I didn't hear myself on the stream, but you sound a little muffled.
All right. Any suggestions on how to fix that? Because I only got one mic.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how your audio's set up, so I can't suggest anything.
I just got a basic mic, and it's just sitting here, and that's it. Basically,
is it a USB mic or an XLR? USB mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remove myself and come back in. I don't know if that'll do anything, but
that could be a thing. Oh, too. I don't know how you have your settings in StreamYard set up, but in StreamYards, I uncheck echo cancellation.
Maybe I got that on.
And I uncheck automatically. And I uncheck automatically just mic volume. The only thing I have checked is stereo audio. Everything else, the other two things I uncheck.
All right. Let's play with that right now. We got time. Movie Dojo Army still trickling in. Thanks again, all you badasses hanging out with us today. Well, at least for me, it's kind of late afternoon, early evening kind of over here. What time is it over there with you, Luga?
It is now 4 o'clock, so it's 2 hours after you.
Oh, okay. That's
my
not
camera's
too bad.
a little low, too.
All right. Let me click on the settings here. We're going to get it right. All right. Let's see here. So you said turn it off, right?
Turn off echo cancellation and turn off adjust audio automatically.
Okay, hold on. Let me do that right now.
Because if you adjust audio automatically, it may change it on you instead of having it set where you have it set at.
So uncheck echo cancellation.
Mm-hmm.
Checked. Automatically adjust mic volume. Uncheck that.
Yeah.
All right. Stereo's not checked.
Stereo check. I check stereo.
Oh,
and I am still hearing myself coming back from you.
All right. How do I sound now?
You sound actually much clearer. There's a bit of a hum. Drop out and come back in again.
Okay, I'll try it. We're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. So just remove myself, come back, right?
Yep. Well, guys, I'm running the show for a few seconds here, just so you know. He will be back shortly, so we can get this audio issue taken care of. Listen, guys, YouTube is a funny game. There's technical issues that cause issues all the time, but we learn how to adjust, how to adapt, and how to overcome and fix these problems when they happen.
All right, mic check, microphone check.
Yeah,
mic
you sound
check.
Better.
All right.
I still hear myself. I don't know if everyone else hears the echo. Yeah, see, they're hearing the echo.
I don't hear an echo from you, though. You sound good.
I mean, no, not for me. I hear myself when I talk. I hear myself coming back from your audio.
Okay.
Like, I know it's yours because...
Did you want to pop out and come back in?
Yours, I don't hear myself, so it's coming from you. But let me try leaving and come back again.
Okay, we're going to get this right. We're going to get it right. What's going on? Michael Coffey in the house. Samurai, any chance this summer... Thanks for the dono, brother. Any chance this summer we can get a 10 most underrated martial artists of all time from you? My vote is in the top 5 Mark DeCascos. Woo, I kind of like that idea, Michael. That's interesting. I might do that. You never know. Here we go. Let's bring Daddy back in and see what we got now.
All right, I am back. Yeah, I'm still hearing it, but it's not a big deal.
We gonna get through it. We gonna get through it. All right.
I can be okay. It's not gonna bother me as long as it doesn't bother everyone else.
all right. We gonna get through it. All right. A little bit of an echo. We'll deal with it. It's fine. KRULL! Is it really that bad? 1983, son. That's right. 20 badasses are here now. Nightwolf in the house. Pat Hatfield. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, any history before we get into it and talk about it? Don't forget this is spoilers chat. Is it really that bad? Do you have a history with KRULL? Did you grow up with this?
Yeah, I watched it as a kid. So I mean, this is something I saw as a young kid. I didn't see it at the theater. I believe I saw it either when it was like maybe on a TV rebroadcast or someone had a video cassette. It was late 80s. I would say maybe it was like 86, 87 or something like that when I saw it. It was like 3 or 4 years after it came out.
Nice.
But I did see it that way, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Listen, sometimes it's okay to like trash, but I liked it.
Well, like you mentioned before, you know, there's trash and then there's good trash.
Right.
There's bad, and then there's good bad. You know what I mean?
Right. My whole thing is, as long as people are cognizant that they like trash.
Yeah.
That's all.
Kevin says one of his first fantasy films he's ever saw. There you go.
And I don't really call it a fantasy. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. But I don't call it a fantasy. It's honestly, this movie was literally made. This was trying to capitalize on the success of Star Wars. This is a space opera.
Yeah. It is.
And Star Wars has those fantasy elements too. It's just this movie leaned more towards some of the more conventional things like swords and stuff like that, rather than a lot of high tech stuff. But even that stuff, you see, there was those electricity, those flashing when they were using their sword. There was a whole bunch of stuff. But it's a space opera. You could tell it was trying to capitalize on that.
I agree. Heather says KRULL is awesome. Watched it with his dad. We got with her dad. We got Michael here again. Says it was a fun flick. No way it's that low. All right. He says just our thoughts. Okay, cool. That's awesome. We got some fans here. How cool is that? 22 badasses hanging out. 22 badasses hanging out today. That's what we're talking about. Having fun. Talking about movies. Either we're destroying them or we're celebrating them, or it was all right. But we're going to get into it right now. Now, I have no connection to KRULL. I did not grow up with it as a child. So this is going to be interesting. So you have your perspective, and then you have my perspective. I probably seen this probably like 5 years ago.
Really?
For the first time. I remember it used to come on TV growing up, and I always tried to watch it because I thought the glaive was one of the coolest, weapons ever. But I never got around to, I never had a chance as being a child to sit down and like watch it from beginning to end uncut and all that, But I always wanted to. It was always one of those you gotta, check the list, the box, check the box. Yeah, I did see KRULL. So I actually blind bought the Blu-ray. I actually blind bought the Blu-ray, and I was like, all right, let's go ahead and watch this. I heard it's garbage. I heard it's a piece of shit. Everyone talks horribly about it. So I went in with like no expectations, right? getting ready to watch it.
Yeah,
that's right. And I was pleasantly surprised, man. I was like, dude, this is fun. This is a fun sci-fi / fantasy / space opera romp. Like I was literally expecting like one of the worst movies ever made, because that's all I've heard. Oh, it's so bad, it's cheesy. Oh, Star Wars ripoff. Yeah, but you can still have fun with ripoffs and copycats when they're done right, though. Like, I'm sure me and you have come across a billion ripoffs.
We got the last Starfighter because of Star Wars. I mean, that is one of the greatest movies made. I don't care what anyone says.
One of my favorite. Now that's one of my favorite childhood movies right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love The Last Starfighter.
They're remaking that. They're actually not remaking it. They're actually doing it. The plan is as a soft sequel.
Oh. Well, obviously with a new actor and updated special effects and stuff.
Right. Because the original creator is coming back to do it.
Can what?
The original director is the one that's coming.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the original actor's coming back. I was like, oh no.
Well, they mention him. There's no confirmation if he's going to be in it or not, but.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, what are your thoughts on? Well, we're going to get into KRULL in a minute here, but what are your thoughts on this Starfighter news? This loose sequel?
I covered it a while ago on my channel. I haven't heard anything since, but I was like, yes, give it to me. Let me see it. Because listen, it can't be worse than the first one. It's like, the first one was made with like horrendous special effects at the time, so it was using that Star Fox, that polygon kind of
had the FX
effects.
chip.
Yeah.
It was
Nintendo 64.
I know special effects look bad, but for the time there weren't that many people doing CG.
But the story was good. The story was good, and I enjoyed it. When I saw, I'm like, listen, with today's technology, as long as they don't go too far off of what the original intention of the first one was,
right,
can't be bad.
Interesting. Okay, all right. I guess at this point nothing's sacred, so fuck it. As long as it might be fun, right? Fingers crossed. So fuck it. 28 people showing up here. Sean says he remembers seeing KRULL when he was a kid, and it was awesome. We got some KRULL fans here. Look at that.
Yes,
Look at that. 30 people here now. That's right. They're all here to see Lunga. They don't give a shit about me, man. It's all about you right now.
There's only one person here to see me. I see Red Raven in the chat. What up, Red Raven? Shout out. That's it. That's the only person. That's it. No one else knows who I am.
Well, segue. Make sure you guys check out the 2 top links. Scroll all the way to the top in the comments, in the chat comments, chat. There's 2 important links out there. One is Lunga's channel, YouTube channel link. Make sure you click on it, go there, subscribe, because he's got some awesome giveaways, son. You guys stay tuned. Go over his channel, subscribe. He's got some awesome Mandalorian armor giveaways.
Yeah.
Yes.
That link is actually for the video for the contest. All you guys got to do is subscribe and comment in that video, and you're entered to win this.
Bam. There you go. And also, check out, if you guys are into comic books, sci-fi, fantasy, all comic books that are badassity, you want to check out Lunga's comic. That's right. He is the creator. There it is. There's a link for that as well at the very top. So make sure you guys check that out. Jake Hall says we're here for both. All right, cool.
There you go.
All right. Let's go ahead and get into the plot synopsis. Just a little bit a little bit for the newbies that are just arriving here. We'll go ahead and get into the plot synopsis. Give me 1 second here. All right. We gotta set the scene here.
Like what Biffer says. Every time I play my fidget spinner, I think of the Cullgrave. Yes.
Right. Do they sell
I got one
that?
sitting right here too.
There you go, son. Do they sell the glaive? Are there? I'm sure there's replicas.
I haven't seen it. I have a feeling nowadays, if you go on Etsy, there's probably someone that sells it.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Ooh, maybe I should 3D print that.
Dude, do it. 3D print that. Besides the Mandalorian armor giveaways, Was there any other giveaways that's coming out soon that you want to let chat know about?
Yeah. I'm going to be giving that away, and I just finished. This is not the giveaway, but I finished making my own Darth Revan full helmet. So this one's mine for my cosplay. So the little one up here that I did, this was like my first test item when I first got the 3D printer. So it's just kind of like a display piece.
Right.
I'm probably giving this away. Now that I finished my actual
nice.
So this little display piece, and for the Snyder
still
Cut,
awesome, though.
I got so much stuff here I can't even hold it all. If any of you guys are fans of the Snyder Cut that's coming out, I'm going to be doing a live watch party of the Snyder Cut when it comes out.
Cool.
And I actually 3D printed a mother box. I gotta put it all together and paint it, but I'm going to be giving away this during my watch party for the Snyder Cut. So anyone that's going to be in the chat watching along, if you're there the whole time, you can be entered to win this, and I'll give it away live during that stream.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Good stuff. All right, let's set the scene here. Boom. All right, plot synopsis. A prince and a fellowship of companions set out to rescue his bride from a fortress of alien invaders who have arrived on their home planet of KRULL. That's right. KRULL, directed by Peter Yates, who actually did one of the most badass movies ever, Bullet, with Steve McQueen. And a big, huge cast we got in here. We got a lot of unknown stars yet. Like, not yet.
Yeah, it's just two big ones.
Stars. Yeah. Which ones do you want to mention? Go ahead, go for it.
Right off the bat, we have a very, very young Liam Neeson.
Bam.
Who's in this? And him. I remember when I saw because I didn't know who he was when I saw it. But when I got older, I'm like, oh yeah, Liam Neeson was in it.
Yeah.
And we got Robbie Coltrane for Harry Potter fans. You got Hagrid. Robbie Coltrane is who plays Hagrid. He's Rune in this. Very young there. Very young man. Look at him.
I know, man. It took me a second. I was like, wait a minute, is that what you called?
Yep.
And our lead here, he's got the looks. Whatever, he didn't really make it big as like a superstar, did he? He did a lot of TV work, right?
I looked up Ken Marshall in preparation for this just to see, and he's done like some bit parts here and there, mostly on television. Nothing much since then, which I think is a shame because I thought he did actually a really good job in this movie.
Yeah. He definitely had a little bit of that young Dennis Quaid mixed with who else? Someone else, but yeah, he definitely had something.
I think he could have definitely have been an '80s action star if he stuck through it. But I bet you the critical failure of this movie at the time probably killed his chances for
probably. That's unfortunate. Chat, how is the sound right now? Do you still hear me echo?
Yeah, I still hear myself echo. You're not the one echoing. I'm echoing. It's like do you have speakers on, or because you don't have headphones on? I don't see.
No, maybe we try it.
Yeah, because if you're listening to me through speakers, they're feeding back through your mic. That's why.
All right, we shall try this.
Yeah, I would put on the headphones and shut off the speakers.
All right.
While you're doing that, Jay Call says, nice, and I like the artwork for your comic. Thank you. I'm not the artist. I am a writer. However, this is actually Mark Goldfine, and Sarah Perryman did the colors on this one. There's 2 other variant covers as well. So if you go to that site, you'll see the other covers. But there's only 4 of these left. This was a limited edition. So there's only 4 of these left. And there's also a full print of it and everything as well, too.
All right. How do I sound now?
Let me see. Yeah, no more echo. See? It was just feeding back through your speakers.
Oh, well, shit. I might rock my bootleg $5 Raycons.
Yeah.
My 99 cents store Raycons we got going right here.
Yeah, always wear headphones when you got a mic going.
All right.
You may not have noticed it before because I'm probably louder than most people. I know I'm very loud.
Yeah. Oh no, it's all good. I'll just do this from now on. Fuck it. Yeah. All right. KRULL. So right off the bat, really good score by James Horner. Very good score by James Horner. You hear a little bit of Star Trek 2 and 3 in there. You do hear that.
And I heard Star Wars.
Oh,
I had a Star Wars feel. I was thinking John Williams. I had to look it up. I'm like, and if he was in it. But I had a Star Wars feel to it.
It's probably on purpose. They probably like,
maybe I'm biased. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. Overall, though, it had a nice theme.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, already, it was fun rewatching this last night because it was just like, I bought the Blu-ray 5 years ago, and then I never got a chance to revisit it. I let some buddies of mine borrow it, and then they had it for a long time. One of those. But it was fun rewatching it again. It was definitely fun. But you gotta love how we have our invaders here. You want to talk about our invaders, Lunga?
Yeah. They're led by the Beast.
Yes.
And they are called what were they called again?
Slayers.
Slayers. That's it. Yes, the Beast is the leader, and they are called the Slayers. They got
Slayers.
This armor.
Yeah.
Kind of cool looking armor. It's got like these weird things, but they're like bugs. They're like some kind of like creepy bug inside of them.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, Beast and his crew is called Slayers. This is fucking metal now. KRULL is metal now. So I'm like, all right, I could dig it, man. I could dig it. But yeah, I was already enjoying it. And we have our opening narration. You want to talk about that?
It's your standard 80s. It's your standard 80s fare. It explains the short history of the planet, and the trials and tribulations it's gone through. It's basically your Star Wars crawl, just with voiceover instead, and just explains what's going on there at the time.
But it's like the importance of whoever marries the princess. Right. Basically, their son becomes the ruler of the galaxy or whatnot. So that's why the Beast is here. Beast shows up, with his Slayers. He's like, "Oh, you just wait, bitch. I'm on my way.
I need me some Lissa."
Yeah.
Who, by the way, played by Lizette Anthony. She is a beautiful woman.
Oh yeah.
She is an amazingly beautiful woman, and there was a lot of British actors in this. I noticed.
Yes.
Too. There was just a lot of British actors in this.
Yes. We have who do we have here? We already mentioned Ken Marshall's Colwyn. All right. Freddie Jones, Francisca Annis, Alun Armstrong. That guy's still working. That guy's been in a lot of stuff. He's been in Mummy Returns, Braveheart, Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. So yeah, there's a lot of talent, a lot of really good talent here. But
one of my favorite characters in that movie, David Batley, Ergo.
Oh yeah, the wizard.
Yeah.
The bootleg wizard.
Yeah, and I kept thinking, like, where have I seen this guy before? I couldn't remember where. At first, I was thinking like Monty Python, but it's like not Benny Hill.
That's right, Benny Hill. Yeah, I remember him in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, he was in Willy Wonka as well.
Yeah, he had a part in Willy Wonka. But yeah, Benny Hill, you gotta love us some Benny Hill. Oh yeah. Omegon, what's going on? This is a question here. Hi everyone. PhatSamuraiGuy, I bought a copy of 8 Diagram Pole Fighter on DVD from my local buy and sell store. Well, that's why you're awesome. That's right. Everybody knows that's my shit right there. That's right. Neenan, have a good one, brother. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. I know he's all the way in Germany, man. He's about to go to bed.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. But, yeah, right off the bat, I actually found this to be interesting, because usually it's the other way around. Every time you have a forced marriage, they hate each other, right? Like the girls, like I was going to
mention that too,
right? He's like the girls, like I'm not in love with him. I'm going to run away, Dad, right? But it's actually different in this version. They actually do love each other. They're the ones kind of forcing the marriage.
Yep.
Like the fathers on both sides are like, no, we're still kind of at war.
No.
Yeah. So I was just kind of like, well, this is different.
Right. It's the opposite of the last thing we did, which was John Carter, where her father was trying to force her to marry the dude.
Yeah.
Which we see is a trope we see all the time, right? You have the father forcing his daughter, princess, to marry someone else for some kind of alliance or this or that. But
right.
No, in this movie, it was her. She's like, no, I want this.
Yeah. And what the dad was trying to like, he's like, oh, but he's a fighter. Fighters aren't good husbands or something like that. But but Dad, fighters are also good with a sword.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. And she was very Princess Leia-ish to me too, because she wasn't like a shrinking Violet. She was trying to make her way through, and she would fight if she had to.
And
help. But
I thought this is different. Usually this doesn't happen. But if you're kind of concerned and worried, chat, if the movie was going to be nothing but some sap fest. Oh nay. No. Right off the bat, they're just about to get hitched. Huge invasion. Yep. That's right. Slayers raining of what's called.
Like literally laying down, because when they trap Lissa, they literally drop from like wherever. I don't know where they drop from. They're just walking down the hallway and they like boom and they drop down.
The Slayers show up, causing all kinds of ruckus, going crazy. I love the shot of the Slayers kind of climbing up the walls.
Yeah,
there's that was pretty cool. Climbing up the walls. This is what I got here. Climbing up the walls. So we got some sword fights, lasers, Slayers bursting through glass windows. We got bug reveal in action. Every time they get killed, bugs shoot out of the brains, right? We got with Coleman's dad, prison shaking motherfuckers, right? Everyone's fighting, right? We got some rope swinging, swashbuckling. That's right. We ain't got no time. We got no time for sap.
There was an Earl Flynn moment there when he took that break on
the legs. So right off the bat, we ain't got time for sap. We ain't got time for a 3-hour love story. Fuck this. This is KRULL.
Right.
We gonna get straight to the action. We want the audience to be entertained right off the bat. Yeah, and this is the wedding, you guys. This is the wedding right here.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of fun action in the beginning. Unfortunately, Coleman's dad does not make it. But another thing that I like, the Slayers, they kidnap Lissa, take her back to the Beast. But another thing that I like is in movies is when the hero gets injured, the hero gets fucked up, the hero loses faith, and Coleman does. When he wakes up, everyone's slaughtered.
First 10 minutes of the movie.
Right? We're getting to it. Fuck this. We're getting to it. Right? And then bootleg Obi-Wan Kenobi shows up. Helps him out, heals his wound. But yeah, immediately he's like laying there crying. He's supposed to be the next in line. He's supposed to be the king. But he's laying there like injured, crying, like he lost his dad, he lost his girl, all in the same day. And I kind of enjoyed bootleg Obi-Wan a little bit there. He was just like, look, man, I came all the way out here to find a fucking king. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You need to get your shit straight.
Get your shit. Get off your ass. Stop whining, because he was simping. Where's Lissa? Where's Lissa? Lissa, where's Lissa? Dude, your whole kingdom is falling down around you.
Okay. Oh man, that's hilarious. He was simping. Coleman, the ultimate simp. Yeah. But yeah, so he's like, all right, this is what you need, man. All right, you ain't got no army. You're gonna need something powerful to take on the beast. You need the fucking glaive. The glaive, still one of the coolest movie weapons in movie history. I said it. Fuck it. And it's just so badass. So we have our adventure.
I'm with you. And I did find a 3D print of it, by the way.
Dude, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it, man. Please.
Definitely, this will be fun to do.
Make one for yourself, and then sell some more in the future. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I mean, like this is way before the Xena's chakram. Xena's chakram wasn't even a thing. Probably wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for the glaive. It's just a classic. Elegant but deadly weapon. It's like it's all fucking beautiful and shiny and shit, and they're like, oh fuck, blades is just coming out. Fuck.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You gotta be careful with it, because like if you're holding it the wrong way, that thing will like slice right through your arm. You gotta hold it just right. There you go.
Wow, look at that.
Like in the way he did that too. It's like, did he know how long those blades were? Did he anticipate it? Did he like, well, I'm gonna take a chance here. Hope it doesn't slice my arm off while I'm doing it. It's kind of like Luke Skywalker looking into the into the lightsaber. Like your eyeballs you're about to die, dude. It's about to go right through your head.
It's almost like the alternate ending to KRULL. He just does that and takes his whole arm off. The end. Oh, but yeah, we go on our adventure. We have our adventure here. That's right. And the quest to find the glaive. He finds the glaive. He didn't even have that many issues to find it. He actually, because he's the chosen one, right?
Yeah.
But he does find it. And interesting. Another thing. Well, the production value was great, despite what the critics think about the movie. The production value is really good. The sets, the costumes, the locations, the visual effects. Obviously, some of it's really good. Some of it's dated for its time, but it's still fun. It's still fun to watch. But I really love this shot right here. Like, this is really cool, memorable shot. This is one of my favorite shots in the movie right here. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the creativity right there. Lissa is she's a captive inside the beast's dark fortress. And look at that. It's almost like an arm extension of a claw, like she's walking around in that. Very cool. And it's actually inside, when she's walking around more inside, it's like this skeletal bone design, inside the fortress. Very, very interesting.
And the Dark
memorable
Fortress doubles as their ship too, because that's what they came in. It lands and it's the ship, and then it becomes the Dark Fortress.
Yeah. And what's another interesting thing about the Dark Fortress was that it always moves.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it had like a certain type of time limit, and then it would move someplace else, and you wouldn't know where it is. You couldn't track it.
I remember that from the game, because I played the game.
Oh, there was a game? I didn't know there was a game.
There was an Atari game, yeah.
Oh my God! Why do I not remember that?
There was an Atari game.
Oh my God! Yeah. Wow, was it bad or was it good?
I mean, it was an Atari game.
Was it good for an Atari game?
Yeah, it was good for an Atari game. It was better than E.T., the worst Atari game ever made. I mean, they had to bury him out in the desert somewhere.
God damn it, E.T.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for that guy who made the game. Didn't they give him like a week?
Yeah, they gave him no time to do it.
Like, come on, man. Oh my God. Kevin's a big fan. That's why he's my boy right here. He's mentioning Clash of the Titans. That's right. I represent some Clash of the Titans.
Yep.
Oh man, this is fun. This is fun talking about KRULL. All right, so they get the glaive. All right, they're on their adventure, and they run in to our bandits here. With let's talk about the bandits that we got here. Lunga, go ahead and talk about the bandits.
Well, yeah, they run into some bandits, and he tries to convince them to join them, right? And he's like, why don't you come with us? And he's like, I'm not following you guys. Why would I follow you guys? He's like, but would you follow a king?
Yeah.
And they're like, king? Get out of here. You ain't no king.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't no king, son. Who
Right.
are you? And then he mentions some of it, and he realizes that he's the king's son. And
especially when they realize he's legit because he has the key to their lock.
The key to the shackles. Right.
Yeah, because they're escaped prisoners or whatnot.
And he had the one little kid who stepped up and he's like, I'll follow you.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's trying to convince him. He's like, look, you realize you have your freedom now, but you realize it's just a matter of time for the Slayers come over here and just completely, everyone's enslaved. Your children are going to be enslaved. Do you guys want that? So it was really interesting. But yeah, a fun group, a fun, memorable group.
Yeah. A monthly crew, if you will.
A monthly crew. But I really enjoyed Torquil. I really enjoyed Turquil. I'm saying his name right. I think it's Turquil, right?
Yeah,
I'm horrible with names.
Torquil?
Yeah.
Torquil.
Yeah.
It's like NyQuil?
I really enjoyed. Yeah, I really enjoyed his character. He was the leader of the bandits.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him. And I loved his axe. Look at that thing. Oh my God, dude.
AF.
Yeah, it was just badass though. It's got the fucking spike in the back on top. So you're getting it anyway. You can get, stabbed with it, shanked, or decapitated. But yeah. And Neeson's axe was cool too. It was a little different. It was similar but a little different. But yeah, I loved the weapons in this.
Can we appreciate how much the man has grown in acting? Because he was horrible. in this movie. He was not. Yes, he was not good at this. It was not natural at all. You know, this was his Dublin pub days, right? This is when he was doing all the crazy stuff that he talked about when he was young, and how horrible person he was when he was young, and
I have a certain set of skills.
And right now in 1983, acting is not one of them.
But yeah, it was fun.
He levels up. He levels up with that later.
He does. He does. But yeah, Ergo. Oh, actually, when one of my favorite parts in the movie is when they're walking, they meet up with Ergo, who's reluctant to hang out with them. He thinks they're a bunch of homeless assholes. He doesn't know one of them's the king. Coleman's the king, and so he's going around doing his bootleg magician stuff, having fun. But when they walking through the bandits' lair or area where they're gonna get jumped, he kind of senses, he's like, dude, there's like bandits here, man. Like, we need to be careful, right? And then all of a sudden, Turquil and Neeson throw double axe attack. I was like, what? I was first expecting them to go, hey, all right, give us your money. But no, fuck it. We're going to come out. We're going to both throw double axe attack. They're both spinning right there. Almost kill Ergo. But luckily he does a magic spell on himself, turn him into a pig so he can shrink down and
it's always animals. It's always animals.
Yeah, it's always animals. Yeah. I can't remember his saying, though. I forgot what his saying is. Like, I'm short in stature, but wide in this and tall in this.
I forgot.
I forgot. But,
also a coward, but that's okay.
Yeah. But again, there was even a character arc for him at the end.
Yeah.
He decided not to become useless anymore, which was fun. But yeah, a lot of fun moments. But they end up joining Colwyn on his quest. That's right. And then they go visit Blind Gandalf.
The seer.
They go visit this guy right here. That's right. But this is the evil version. Yes.
Right.
This is the evil version.
You brought this up early. This part right here.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it scared the hell out of me.
Oh, well, look at his eyes. It's black. It's freaky.
And not only that, remember, he's blind. So when he was walking behind him, his eyes were closed. And as they're walking through his marshes, his eyes like slowly open and they're black. Yeah. I'm like, oh no.
No, that's freaky. Yeah. It's freaky, yeah. But yeah, they need Blind Gandalf to travel with them to help them find the fortress. They got to go through the swamp. I enjoyed the action sequence in the swamp. I enjoyed how the Slayers were just standing there like posing, like they're in a cover of a rap album or something. They're like standing there like this from the 80s or something. But then some of them slowly were like levitating out of the swamp water, to help fight and attack.
Did we skip that was after after they found the Cyclops, right? I think we skipped.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Because they were riding when the Cyclops first showed up. They were riding through the fields or whatever, and that's when the Cyclops threw out his trident to go hit the Slayers, and Ergo fainted because he thought he was trying to kill him. Right.
This the homie right here.
Yeah.
This the homie. I think everybody's homie is the Cyclops. He might be my favorite character in the movie.
But I love the backstory they gave his race, not just the character, but because his race actually, they said, came from another planet. They were from KRULL, not from KRULL. They came from somewhere else, and they actually made a deal with the Beast that they would support him or whatever if he would give them the ability to see the future, and that's why they only have one eye. But it was a curse. It was that whole monkey's paw thing. You could see the future, but the only future they could see was knowing their own death when they would die.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up. But yeah, we got some Cyclops fans here. There you go. Yeah, he's the homie. I'm gonna hang out with that guy, man. But yeah, he was great that guy's. I wonder how tall the real actor is. Holy fuck.
Bernard Bresslaw.
Yeah, he's huge. He is
big
huge.
Guy.
Mm-hmm. All right, but yeah, we have the Beast pulling a Shang Tsung, right, turning into Blind Gandalf, trying to kill our hero, and just in the nick of time, Cyclops finds the real body of blind Gandalf and shows up. I love how he just said, who knows how far away they were, but he just booked it. He just ran, he's caught up with them, threw the spear, bam. That was great. That was great, man. He's the shit. I'm telling you, you might be my favorite character in the movie. All right. Let's see what we got here. And now we're getting towards the Widow of the Web here, but we'll get to that in a second. But
that's my favorite scene of the whole movie.
The Widow of the Web?
Yes, sir.
Lady Assassin. Okay, this is probably the worst part of the movie for me. I couldn't stop laughing, which actually might be one of the best parts. Which might be one of the best parts of the movie for me. So they're all hanging out. You know, Liam Neeson's known to have a lot of bitches, right? So they're like, you know what? We're all hungry. Fuck it. You got one of your wenches in this area, right? And he goes, yes, I do enjoy my wenches. So they go to his wench. They're all eating and grubbing. And all of a sudden, this hot chick comes out of nowhere, and she's like, "Where'd she come from? I don't know who that is."
Just out of nowhere.
She goes up to Colwyn. She's like, "Won't you eat?" And he's like, "I'm not hungry." And she's like, "Do it for me." "Oh well, if you insist." And he starts grubbing or whatever.
How about you take a little bit of me too? A side of me with your food.
That's it. Dessert. But then at first I was like, okay, is she gonna poison him? But no, she didn't poison him. And it was just actually real food. I was like, okay, was there something in the food or no? I don't think it didn't feel like.
No. She was just supposed to kill him. But
the way she was doing it, oh my god. So then, go ahead, talk about it.
I was just saying the way that scene ends. I think maybe there was probably multiple opportunities. She kept like hesitating, so maybe perhaps she was supposed to poison him, but then she didn't, and then she got her will again, and she was going to kill him another way, but then she couldn't again. You know what I mean? Because he's so handsome, everyone just falls in love with Colwyn.
Oh man, I was laughing my ass off because at the same time we have the Beast taking the form of Colwyn to ease Lissa. Yeah, Lissa. Yeah. To ease her, because she sees some of the Beast, and she's like, "Oh God, what the fuck?" So he's like, "Oh, I could be any form you want me to be." Yeah. So they're talking.
Like,
he's like,
"There's no Beauty and the Beast here, dude. I ain't falling for this shit. It's not happening."
And then he's all like, "Well, you know, you don't have to choose me if you don't want to, but just want to let you know, so some innocent people are gonna die, or." If you don't marry me, some innocent people are gonna die. Or I just want to remind you, your man's not faithful, right? He's probably cheating.
Bitches ain't loyal in these streets,
right? Right?
Telling her. Ain't loyal in these streets, yo.
And then he brings up an image of real time of Colwyn with the lady assassin, and she's all over him. And then Colwyn's like, no, I can't do this. I gotta go. And then literally right after that. She says this is actual dialogue. She says, "I've only been with you for 1 hour." And this is 1 hour. 1 hour.
I'm already head over heels in love enough to die.
Yeah. And I could have killed you. I had my Lee press-on nail spikes.
Yeah.
I could have killed you. But I just couldn't do it because I'm in love with you in 1 hour. You're that impressive. And of course...
The Beast is my master.
Yeah.
But I cannot do it.
And then literally right after that,
Beast is like, fuck this bitch. Disloyal hoes. We don't need none of this.
Oh my god, dude, I couldn't stop laughing at this scene, bro. I was like, wow. It was like so quick, so fast. I've been with you for an hour. I love you. I couldn't kill you. That's it, dead. Instant, this fatality.
Yeah.
He just faded off screen. Oh man.
You know what the Beast is? He's that homely dude, but he's got power and money, and you think he could just buy any woman he wants, but he doesn't have the looks going for him. And it's like this mother, he is way too handsome, man. How am I supposed to compete with this?
I'm laughing at what you just said right now. KRULL, the main villain, the Beast. He that homely dude.
Right.
Oh my god, it's so funny. That's hilarious. That's it. I said chat hashtag he that homely dude.
He that homely dude.
Yeah. Oh man. But I was rolling. I was dying at that, man. Cracking up. And now, let's see here. The Widow of the Web. Did that come after the Fire Horses? Or was that before?
Oh, jeez, I don't remember.
I think that might have been before. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might have been before.
It was before. It was before because they had to raise. They had a certain amount of time before the ship left, before sundown, or sunrise or something like that. They had a certain amount of time. So as soon as they got the horses, they were gone straight to the place, and then they tried to sneak in. So it was before that, because Obi-Wan Kenobi bootleg, his whole thing was to go to the Widow of the Web. Right. To get information to where the fortress was at.
Right.
So since that, he was
like telling them, "Don't worry about this. I got this. Because no one wanted to go there. You know, it was kind of like Shelob. No one wanted to go to the Shelob. You know, and I got this. I got the inside track.
Yeah.
So the visuals was really cool with that big spider web, and she was in that cocoon in the middle, and we got this big white Black Widow spider on his web, right? And he's got to find a way across. So it's like the webs tinkle, and it alerts it. And they had something to distract the spider.
She had the once he called out her name, her real name.
Yeah.
Not the spider, but
which was also
Lissa. The web.
Which was also Lissa.
It's weird, huh? That is weird.
It was the same name. But
she does her what was it?
The hourglass.
Right.
Like the hourglass thing, and it's spider like he has like so much time before the spider will attack.
Right.
So he comes inside.
Yeah.
And they start talking, and we learn to find out the reason why he knows this because this was his old girl. This was his girl from back in the day, and they were together, and he was just he was at Daddy was a Rolling Stone. He couldn't stay in one place. He had duty to and stuff to take care of, so he couldn't stay home with her, and so he left, and she ended up being pregnant, and he didn't know. So baby mama had a baby, and he didn't know. And he's like, well, where's my kid? And she's like, I killed it.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I was so mad at you that I didn't have anywhere to let it out, so I took it out on the baby, and I killed the baby.
Like fuck.
It's like, whoa, dude. But yeah, so she gives them the information. But I really liked the reason why it's my favorite scene is because the dialogue for a movie that has a lot of camp and stuff like that action. The dialogue between the two actors, between Freddie Jones and who played her, Francesca Annis, between those two actors was really good dialogue.
Yeah.
It was dialogue that you would see in like an acclaimed movie. Their dialogue for that scene.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. So I thought it was really good. But he ends up getting the information. Then he has to jet the hell out of there.
Yeah. Hey, y'all need to hurry the fuck up. Either start fucking and send his ass back out because I'm hungry, or y'all need to do something because I'm hungry. I need to eat. Stop pouring that damn sand. God damn it. I want some fucking food.
Yeah, it's all jittery over there, moving around. It's like, come on, man. I ain't got all day.
Yeah.
My job, yo. That's what I'm here
for. Yeah, right. That was a good scene. That really was. But I like the scene because it finally gave Obi-Wan Kenobi bootleg a time to shine.
Yeah.
Because he kind of really wasn't doing anything the whole movie. Even when you had the swamp scene where they're all done, we had the Atreyu. Yeah. Instead of reaching for the horse, he was reaching for, Coleman was reaching for one of his men who ends up dying.
Yeah, because we had a quicksand scene.
Yeah, they're all holding each other, pull. And if you look at that scene again, bootleg Obi-Wan Kenobi's just standing there.
Yeah. By the way, I'm convinced that the quicksand was oatmeal.
It probably was.
I'm convinced it was a gigantic tub of oatmeal.
Hey, stop talking about food. All right,
spider.
I'm still fucking hungry. God damn it.
This is a true star of the movie right there.
That's right. No CGI, son. Stop motion. That's how it was back in the day. But it was charming. It was fun.
Yeah. Him and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
But yeah, he comes back. He sacrifices himself. He gives the information to the men. And then now they know where the fortress is. And now they have a certain amount of time to get there. And old boy here, the homie, everybody's homie, home skillet, home bucket, home spatula. That's right, Cyclops. He's like Cohen's like, how are we gonna get there? We have a limited amount of time to get there. And then he what are they called again? I don't want to call them fire horses. They're called something, right?
I completely forgot the name, but they're
fire mare, something mare, right? Yeah, fire. We're gonna call them fire horses. Fuck it.
Fire horses.
But yeah, they captured the fire horses, tamed them, and you know what? Look, it's a lot of green screen. Some of the visuals are dated. But it's a fucking fun scene, though. I like this scene.
It is cool.
It's fun. It's fun.
It is. Come on, man. Horses with flaming hooves, man. This is the ish right here. Come on, man.
Yeah. That's right. Horses with flaming hooves, right? And not because they run it so fucking fast, and they end up flying for a short amount of time. They had that big ravine where they had to jump, and they were gliding through the air for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was cool. I enjoy it. It's like, yeah, it's dated, but it's fun. Which could sum up KRULL right there, right?
Like
it's worst, dated, but it's fun.
Like the main actors were good, okay. Yeah. But like all the extras that were playing like the soldiers and the slayers, they just didn't know spots. They didn't know where to stand. They didn't know how to do things. And their movements there was no choreography. They're like, just swing stuff. Just swing stuff at each other. There was like no choreography with the extras.
We had sword fight and we had swashbuckling, but this movie's not going to win a best fight choreography award.
No.
It's not going to win that. No. But it's fine. It's fine. So the fire horses, they end up over there, and our boy, the Cyclops, doesn't go with them at first. He stays back because he's seen his future. He sees when it's his time to die. And the little kid that was talking to Ergo, he was letting him know. He's like, well, why can't he still come with us? And the little kid's like, he's going to be if he doesn't follow his destiny and tries to break off from that path, he's going to suffer like painfully, which unfortunately he does later. Which we'll get to. Is like, God damn it, Cyclops, but it's all right, man, because you're one of the main true heroes of the film, so it's all good.
Yeah, he's the guy. The guy, it's got to go. He's the one that's got to go. It's the one that has to die. There's a lot of death in this movie,
dude. Look at. I just wanted to remind chat, and look at this heroic badass shot here, right? We got the fucking flaming hooves horses right here, right? Look at this whole crew. They're like, fuck it. We about to go in. We about to fuck the beast up.
Yep.
Right? And they get fucked up. Like, I did not remember when they get into the Dark Fortress and they're fighting their way in, dude, people are getting picked off. People are getting fucked up, man. Like, I was like, dude, I love that, though. I mean, it sucks because you like them a little bit. But on the other hand, I was like, dude, this is very unexpected. They're pulling a fucking Rogue One. Right now, everybody's getting our boy here gets fucking shot, and Cohen's holding him, and then he turns and looks at Cohen, and before he dies, he goes, "You're a wizard, Cohen."
Our wizard Harry.
Yeah, and then he dies, right? And then everyone's getting fucking picked off. I was like, holy shit, dude. And then before they even get inside, our boy here, Cyclops, what happened? The door was shutting, right? The entrance was closing.
He gets mushed.
Yeah, he uses his massive strength to open it up just so they can get in. But after that, he fucking. I was like, dude, this is like intense. But I like it.
He was holding.
I like it.
He was holding that door open for a while.
Oh yeah. But people are getting smushed. Nothing but just Cyclops and man meat. Getting fucked up. Hey, you need to stop talking about meat, motherfuckers. I'm still fucking hungry.
Still hungry.
Yeah, so they break in, and then I'll let you take it from there.
Oh yeah, this part I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm gonna need you to do it.
All right, so they just broke in. All right, so they finally made it in. Now it's they get past some of the slayers, but what they don't know is the place is fucking booby-trapped, too.
Yeah.
Floors are opening up. People are falling down pits. You got spikes coming out of the walls, getting fucked up. What about the other guy slowly getting impaled? The guy
that part was terrifying.
Dude,
it's like that is like the worst way to go. It's like no.
No. Yeah, I was like, I don't know anybody in Star Wars getting slowly impaled by a sunflower. But dude, I was like, holy fuck, this is like everyone's getting fucking killed. This is unexpected, but still very entertaining. And then finally, our boy meets up with the Beast. Bam, the real star of the movie, the Glaive. The Glaive, motherfuckers.
The
3D
Beast,
printing. 3D printing coming soon from Lunga.
Coming soon. I literally just downloaded it too. But it was like he reminded me a lot of there was a Predator feel to him. And this was before Predator.
A little bit, yeah.
What year did Predator come out?
87, I think.
87, yeah, this was before Predator. Yeah. But it was kind of a Predator feel to it, and stuff like that. But yeah, it was the Glaive was the CGI though for the Glaive. Oh, I mean, it looked cool, but the way it was going, you could tell he was not really there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of bouncing off him. But that was part of the game too, because you had to hit it a certain way.
Right.
Then they hit you with the biggest surprise of all. Of course, can't keep this. It's like Excalibur, right? Can't keep this weapon.
No.
You can't keep it. Can't keep it.
Look at that face.
Right. Oh, come
to me.
On. It's stuck It's stuck in his goo. Huh? He's like, huh? Yeah? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Come on. But, yeah?
It's like this. It's like Sword of Omen, come to my hand.
Yes.
No? Well, then fuck you, Sword of Omen.
Fuck you, Sword of Omen.
You gotta love the face. You gotta love that. Oh my god. But now I want you to be honest. As much as you enjoyed this movie, be honest. Did you feel the throwdown with the Beast was a little underwhelming?
Yeah, that was what I was leaning into with the whole, how bad. I mean, I'm not underwhelming because of the CGI, but that right off the bat, it kind of throws you off when you're watching it.
Yeah.
But it was very underwhelming. He threw the Glaive a couple times at him, and he was like always in a distance, and it was just like, like he's like he can't leave that spot where he's at. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing, dude? Godzilla this shit. I mean, slam him down or something. But yeah, it was a very underwhelming.
Do you think
battle.
they weren't confident in their Beast design? That they always kept him in the darkness and.
Yeah, because he was kind of ethereal. He was like a shadow almost. He was like kind of see through. He wasn't actually like there. You know what I mean? Like Sauron or something. Like just in the distance. But yeah, maybe they weren't confident in it because I think maybe they had an issue because they wanted him to be huge. And now in '83 they still could have made it look huge, but it's obviously like when you do the close-up shots, it's obviously someone in makeup.
Which is fine.
You do the close-up shots, and then they just kind of superimposed him in the distance to look big.
Right.
I almost think it would have been better if they didn't even make him that big and just even if they just made him just a little bit bigger. Let's say he was like 8 foot tall. You know what I mean? Not like a gigantic monster, and just had him fight him that way. And then if you want him to grow, just grow him at the last scene when he actually kills him. You know
That's what I was thinking. The final form is when he gets
exactly.
huge.
Just have him final form it or something.
I thought it would have been
enough time in it.
Yeah. The finale and the final throwdown battle was fun. It was still entertaining to watch, but it felt like, to me, okay, we got to wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Rushed,
it was very rushed.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, and they don't shy away from it. They're like, don't use the Glaive at all until it's needed. So he uses it when it's needed only and throws it, and then he wins. It's one of those. So I get it, and it's fine, and it's fine.
Those probably budget. Here's the thing, at the time, in 1983, this was the most expensive sci-fi fantasy movie ever made.
Probably, yeah, I believe it.
Doesn't show. Okay, because Star Wars is out before it, and the effects in Star Wars looked way better than this.
True. That's true.
I don't know what was going on with it. Like I said, but it was the most expensive. And I'm getting now. I know they don't. Movies don't film in the order we watch is not how they film it. They film it
right.
However they do it. But I have a feeling for this big scene, and you know what they're doing. Right. They might have saved this for last, and they might have already overspent at that point, and they just had to just do what they could do.
True. Yeah.
With it.
And a lot of times, it's not visuals and stuff that cost a lot of money. It's locations.
Yeah.
Building sets. That could take up all your fucking budget right there. But it's all right.
And makeup. Maybe they can only afford.
You saved all your money for me, bitches. You know what I'm saying?
But like the inside of the palace, like not the green screen, because obviously those when they were standing there, everything behind him was green screened. But like when they were running through those pillars and stuff, those pillars look really good.
Yeah.
I like the design and that was some
bone
imagination.
Structure. Yeah, the skeletal structure inside. Yeah. It was really cool.
There was some imagination with it, and if you looked at it, like the way the engraving in the glaive with the gems and the way it's signed, it actually kind of mirrored it with those columns, because it was like those white columns and had like those red in the columns had like those red balls or whatever it was in the columns and stuff. So it kind of like mirrored it with it.
Yeah. But it's a minor nitpick. I did want the finale between the Beast Throwdown to be a little bit more exciting, but it was still fun to watch. Yeah. I think it would have been fun though if he actually faced off with himself at first.
Yeah, do a little dark Link.
Yeah, this would have been dope right here. Right. Then we can actually get like an actual sword duel first.
Right, could have been form 1.
Yeah, and then final form, and he's like, "Oh, well, you gonna grow? All right, watch this, homie." Bow, slink.
Well, like the whole fire thing. Like here, like this is the thing. It's like.
Yeah, this is my notes. This is my notes. I wrote Yoga Flame.
Right, Yoga Flame. Yoga Flame and his Mentos spit. He was like spitting Mentos at him. You set up this weapon, this Excalibur.
Yeah.
That basically is like, it's just a flesh wound. He like bobs up from it. Yeah. And then they have this weird ass flamethrower fight while he's throwing Mentos at him. And then he gives her the very 80s thing. It's us he can't defeat.
Yeah.
It's us. Kind of like our love that he can't defeat.
She gives him her flame.
Her flame, right?
Yeah, and he uses it. Yoga fire.
No. Yeah. To me, she should have just dropped dead. She should have sacrificed herself. Here's my flame, and then he would have beat him, and then turned around, and she would have been and died. That would have been better. That would have been like
that would have been kind of fucking cool, actually. Yeah.
Right. She sacrificed herself.
But no, we gotta have a happy ending. You know how it is.
Yeah, well, and he's got to marry her for the happy ending too. She's the key to the entire universe, obviously. Yeah. I mean, look at her. But she dope. She pretty. I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not hating. I ain't hating. But yeah, you're right though. It does feel like the movie forgot about the glaive.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
It's like you're watching King Arthur and he gets the Excalibur, he does all this, and then when he gets to the last battle, he does a Luke Skywalker and throws it over. We don't need this.
That's it. Unless
the power of friendship, and all the knights just have like their Care Bear hearts come out, and they just all win.
Care Bear stare, son. Yes. That's right. unless this was the real ending before this, and maybe they did a test audience thing. Maybe he threw the glaive, killed the beast, and that was it. Maybe. And then the test audience was like, "That's it." And then they came up with, "Oh no, it's not over. Yeah, it's time for."
Nah, they should have had him like while he's on fire, scale up on him and like grab that glaive and like jam it into him some more or something. Dude, you know what I mean?
Right,
or like grab it
and
and just like twist it and just like pull out all his insides with it. Something.
Hey, we just had a scene where a man was slowly impaled to death.
Exactly.
Fuck it. Yeah. But they defeat the villain and. We have another pointless narration at the end, which wasn't needed. Yeah. No. But they escape. Oh, we forgot to talk about Urgo's character development. You want to talk about that at the end? What happened with Urgo?
Yeah, I wasn't that big on it. It meant more to you.
Well, it didn't mean a lot, but I was just happy he finally did something. That's the only reason I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose. I just liked him as comedic relief. That was my fun ergo.
He goes animality at the end to save the kid and turns into a tiger.
Yeah.
But then he ends up still getting shot though. Kathleen says, she should die. Happy endings aren't for everyone." It's true.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm for the Lunga ending. I'm all for that. Why not? Let's have some fun. There's more good happy endings in movies now than bad. So fuck it. Let's get some more bad ones in there. But bad with a purpose. So why not?
Right.
Why not? But yeah, overall, fun soundtrack.
Yeah.
Fun visuals, sets, costumes. Some of the visuals are dated. Some visuals are dated, like, and some visuals are like, okay, that's charmingly dated because that's all they could do.
I mean, the end scene when the Dark Fortress like
that was good. When it blew up,
that will look good, and it like went back up into the sky. That actually looked pretty good. I like that.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we just didn't need the stupid narration after that. And then they lived happily ever. No, we already know. With the audience isn't that dumb, narrator. Stop it. We know they're gonna boink. And their son's going to be the ruler of the galaxy. Which makes you wonder, does that sound like sequel bait?
No, I don't think it needs a sequel. No. Like, Woobear just mentioned, would you want to see a remake? Now, I don't think this needs a sequel. But a remake, I know people are hating on the fact that it's like, oh, no one can use their own brain anymore. No one has imagination. They always got to just remake everything nowadays, which they do. We do have an epidemic of just remake after remake after remake.
Yeah.
However, certain movies, when they're really dated like this one, that still has a good premise and a good story.
Right.
It'd be cool to see it done with more modern effects and more not as campy acting and so a more serious storyline. So I think this is actually for me a prime example. This and like Last Starfighter, a prime example.
This could work. That
would work. Yeah.
Right. You know, I enjoyed. I meant with that line. They're gonna rule. Their son's gonna rule the galaxy. Is that were they trying to do another movie with the son? I don't know.
Well, no, I think that was the happily ever after. He's the chosen one. He's the one that's gonna rule the galaxy and bring peace to everyone.
Right. And Pat says another movie set on the world of KRULL. Well, yeah, if you're gonna do either a sequel or a remake, it would probably be on KRULL, so that way you can have the title. But yeah, Pat, that would be cool. But yeah, it's not impossible for there to be a good remake of something. It's just majority of the time they usually come out crappy. So people are like, stop touching our classics.
And it's also, because here's the thing, it's the hubris and ego of writers and directors, right? Like, I get it, I understand it. As someone who is, I wrote a fantasy novel, I write a comic book, I'm creative and I write things, and I try to write things the way I want to see them on screen.
Right.
Or in the pages or whatever, how you want to talk about it.
Right.
However, if you're taking something that's an existing IP, stop throwing away important elements of it that made it what it was just because you want to put your stamp on it.
Gotcha.
They're like a dog just running around just like marking everything. Like this has got to look like my stuff. This can't look like the original stuff. It's got to look like I'm the one that made this. It can't, I can't. I got to subvert expectations. I gotta do this, this kind of stuff. It's like, listen, you could take some creative liberty. That's fine. I understand that as a creator, but dude, you want to keep what made it popular, what made it loved there. Yes. You don't want to take that away just because you want it to be your original project. Because it's not an original project. You're taking an existing IP.
Right. Yeah.
Respect it in some ways. I mean,
respect it, or at least keep the heart of it.
Right.
Don't destroy the heart, But overall, man, it's a fun sci-fi adventure space opera film.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch. If you want to get taken away to a galaxy far, far away, and you can't find the other galaxy that you'd rather be at, you got to settle for KRULL. KRULL's not too damn bad. It's definitely a fun adventure watch. Now, let's go ahead and bring up this. So, me and Lunga are about to decide, and then I'm going to post the voting results for the Movie Dojo Army. That's right. I listen to the voices of the Army. I'm going to post what they think about KRULL. But we're going to decide right now, is KRULL 1983, is it really that bad? Is it as low as 32% out of 100 on Rotten Tomatoes? Lunga, go.
No, it doesn't deserve that. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be 80-90% greatest movie
right.
ever made. Of course not.
No.
But, just similar to with John Carter, I would have said, I mean, if not 60 to be fresh, at least in the 50s, 55.
You'd think.
Yeah.
You'd think 50s or 55 at least. You'd think. But 32, man, that's really down there.
Yeah. The story and the premise wasn't that bad. The acting was decent. I mean, so I don't see that much. But again, we are talking about a time period, with the exception of Star Wars, where especially fantasy, it was just critics hated it. Critics panned anything that was fantasy. They just did not enjoy it.
Just like horror.
Horror, same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you enjoy? I don't know if you got a chance to watch that whole video with me and Lecca. Louis Lecca.
No, I stuck around for a little while, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
But he mentioned it like when horror movies do well, Hollywood deems them as thrillers because they're so afraid of the word horror. Because when you think horror, you think of garbage to them,
right?
To Hollywood, not to the. It's like, dude, it's a fucking horror movie. Just call it a horror movie. Don't be ashamed of the word horror. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I agree with you. Same thing with fantasy and sci-fi. Do you think the popularity of Star Wars hurt KRULL, and people were just kind of like, this is just some Star Wars ripoff, immediately dismissing it?
I wouldn't say a ripoff, but I would say is that because, again, people tend to forget. I mean, now when you look back at the original trilogy, like, oh, that's nothing compared to stuff we do nowadays, obviously. But it was groundbreaking. And we're also talking about they use so much practical effects in the original, and that's what made it look so good. Yeah. You know what I mean? They took practical effects, some of the new technology that was coming out, and put it together. But they stuck with it. Whereas this tried to go all pretty. I mean, there was practical effects with the makeup on the Cyclops, and the Beast was obviously in some kind of costume. But I think they tried to mix too much of the current technology in with it, to where it came off as just like, this is just not fun to watch. You know what I mean? To people at the time, they were expecting something like Star Wars, and it like paled in comparison to Star Wars. As far as the visuals and the effects go. And while I enjoyed the acting, I'll be honest with you, I don't get a connection with these characters the way I did in movies like Star Wars or other popular stuff. There was no connection with the characters like I would get in those movies.
Right. And that, again, goes to the writing.
Yeah.
But still, does that make it a horrible movie?
No,
not all the time.
Not for a 32. Not for a 32 score.
No, not for no 32.
It's a product of its times. It's a product of its times. Everybody wanted Kramer versus Kramer back then.
Right. But overall, it's still a fun watch. So KRULL is not really as bad as some bullshit 32%, which is ridiculous. So it gets the pass. It gets a pass. It gets a thumbs up from Lunga and Samurai. That's right. And now, just for fun, let's see what the Movie Dojo Army thought.
I like what Kathleen says. It's a fabulous adventure. Brings out a smile every time I see it, except she didn't die.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Here we go. Movie Dojo Army. What did they think of KRULL? Bam. Hey-oh. Hey. Look at that. Dude, destroyed. By a landslide.
Yep.
Look at that. Movie Dojo Army disagrees. They're like, no, it is not as low. It is not as bad as 32%. Yeah. That is awesome. How cool is that? All right. Don't forget, chat, while you're hanging out with us talking movies, don't forget to go scroll all the way to the top, comments. You'll have Lunga's YouTube channel. Go over there, subscribe. And make sure you click on the video in that link because he's got a whole bunch of badass Mandalorian armor giveaways. Boom. Was it 3D printing of...
Yeah, the 3D printed chest armor. Because what happened, guys, I'll explain quickly. I explained in the video. But basically, I made this first, okay? And it fits, right? But then I made the abdomen piece, and I'm a little rounder in the belly, so the abdomen piece was bigger. And then I realized this piece didn't line up with it, so I had to print up a whole new one.
Do you have a size? Do you have a size 6X?
Yeah, no, but it can be made. It would probably take like I did this in one print. I'd have to probably do it in pieces. but it's doable. It's doable. But yeah, so this piece that I already painted and everything, I did it in my channel colors. It's like the Beskar silver, great color.
It's
so
awesome.
I got the purple in there too.
Yeah.
So I'm giving this away. Like I said, I know it's not a complete set. But it's still. There's a lot of work that goes into this, guys. So it's a nice little display piece or whatever you want to do with it, and it's free. So
it's free.
All you gotta do is subscribe and comment in the video, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'm giving this away, and it'll be in about a month. At the end of March, I'm giving it away, so there's time. But yeah, you can just go there and comment on that video that's linked, and subscribe.
That's it. Comment, subscribe, boom. You're in the league to get some free cool shit. That is awesome. Have you seen Beyond the Stars? I have that in my Amazon Prime queue.
No.
I think it's a Roger Corman sci-fi flick.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, that's probably another one, another Star Wars copycat, but it could be fun. Sometimes Roger Corman movies or productions are cheesy fun. But overall, KRULL was great. What do you got going on today, my friend? KRULL was a fun watch.
It's a Monday. After this, girlfriend's bringing home some food. We're gonna eat some bone beef and chillax, and then I'll probably be down here, sanding and working on the things and stuff like that after I'm done eating. Awesome. And then tomorrow we'll be my channel back with our midday mashup. Where me and Yellow Tuesday through Friday we do the midday mashup at noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central Time.
Right. Awesome. Fun stuff. I don't want me. I could talk to you all day about movies and stuff. You know how we do. But I actually have another stream a little bit later today. So. Yeah, we're doing back to back. Isn't really that bad episodes today. So until then, chat. Don't forget, head over to Darth Daddy Lunga's YouTube channel, The Great Council's Son. That's right. Go over there, subscribe. That's right. Yeah, represent, son. That's right. And also, thank you for hanging out temporarily because I'm gonna be back on in a little bit. Yeah. Thanks for liking the video and watching and hanging out with us as we spoke about KRULL, motherfuckers. That's right. This was a lot of fun. I want to do more of these with you, as much as I can get you, Luke. I know you're a busy man, but if I can get you back on here, chat, enjoys watching you and watching us hang out.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Anytime. And don't forget, feed your spiders. Feed all your Shelobs, or they're gonna come get you. Where's my food, motherfuckers? I'm still waiting. Stop pouring that damn sand, bitches. I want to eat. Yeah, but yeah, we have fun. A lot of hilariosity.
Yeah.
So. All right, so this is just a break right now, guys. We're just taking a break right now, all right? Because I'm going to be back on tonight.
Go get hydrated, take a bathroom break, get a snack, stretch a little bit,
right?
And then come right back.
Yeah, so tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Don't forget, come on back. We're going to be doing Is It Really That Bad episode of Masters of the Universe. Yes, and Director James Carmack.
I'm gonna listen. I was a He-Man guy too. I grew up with He-Man. I loved He-Man. It is that bad.
Yeah. There you go.
That's my vote.
There you go. Hey. We're here to discuss. It's all good. Even if you hate it, we're gonna discuss about it. So, but yeah, check it out, Lunga, later if you're bored. You might see a lot of hilariosity moments. But I'm gonna have Eric, Asian movie enthusiast, is gonna be with us. Sexy Sumo. And film director James Carmack is going to be with us as well, hanging out, talking about some canon classics of the 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah,
golden age of movies.
We'll get into it tonight. All right, thanks again for watching, guys. You guys fucking rock. We see you badasses next time. Take care.